Memories like the corners of my mind, misty watered colored memory for the way we were, scattered pictures of the smiles we left behind, smiles we gave to one another for the way we were. Can it be that it was all so simple then? Or has time rewritten every line? And if we had the chance to do it all again, tell me, would we? Could we? Oh my goodness. First of all, let me give y'all a shout out. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to the Mental House with me, your host, Khadija. Yes, yes, yes. It's about memories for me today, and my heart goes out, and my condolences goes out to the Oscar-nominated pioneering actress Diahann Carroll, who was the first black woman actually to star in her own TV show. She's the same age as my mom. She died today of cancer um, in her Los Angeles home. Oh boy. The Oscar nominated actress was the first black woman in a non slave role. She won a Tony Award for No Strings and an Academy Award nomination. Carroll is best known for her work on the situation comedy Julia from 1968 to 1971. That was the highlight of my youth. Actually, of growing up with Leave It to Beaver and Beverly Hills Billies and all the westerns. Diahann Carroll broke the mold. I mean, she just came on the scene with Julia and her little boy Mark. That I don't forgot the actor who played a little. What is his name? No, his name was Mark Corpaz, but I think he played Corey. And they were real popular, and the black community just went crazy because we had never seen anything like that. So the Oscar-nominated actress and singer who won critically acclaim as the first black woman to star in a non-servant role has died. She was 84. Again, like I said, the same age as my mom. Carol's daughter, Susan Kay, revealed that her mother died on Friday in Los Angeles. Um, During her long career, Carroll earned a Tony Award for musical No Strings and an Academy Award for Claudine, which was my favorite movie. My all-time favorite movie is the movie Claudine. But she was perhaps best known for her pioneering work on Julia. Carol played Julia Baker, that's right, and Corey Baker, a nurse whose husband had been killed in Vietnam. In the groundbreaking situation comedy that aired between 1968 through 1971. Um, like so many other of our uncles, our brothers, our cousins, they were all in Vietnam. A lot of them left, but they didn't come back. Although she was not the first black woman to star in her own show, Ethel Waters played a maid in a 1950 series called Beulah. She was the first to star as someone other than a servant. She was classy. NBC executives were wary about putting Julia on the network during the racial unrest of the 1960s, but it was an immediate hit. It had its critics, though, including some who said that Carroll's character, who is the mother of a young son, was not a realistic portrayal of a black woman in the 1960s. Sure, it was. They said it was fantasy, Carroll recalled in 1998. All of this is untrue. Much about the character of Julia I took from my own life, my own family. Not shy when it came to confronting racial barriers, Carroll won her Tony portraying high fashion American model in Paris who was in love with a white American author in the 1959 Richard Rogers musical No Strings. Critic Walter Kerr described her as a girl with a sweet smile, brilliant dark eyes, and a profile regal enough to belong on a coin. She appeared often in plays previously considered exclusive territory for white actresses only. Same time next year, Agnes of God and Sunset Boulevard as Faded starred Norma Desmond, the role played by Gloria Swanson in the 1950s film. I like to think that I opened doors for other women, although that wasn't my original intention, she said in 2002. Her film career was sporadic. She began a second role in Carmen Jones in 1954. 5 years later, appeared in Porgy and Bess, although her singing voice was dubbed because it wasn't considered strong enough for the Gershwin opera. Her other films included Goodbye Again, Hurry Sundown, Paris Blues, and The Split. Oh, my favorite movie of all time, and those of y'all who haven't seen it, please go see it. Keep away from me, Mr. Welfare. Did you hear me? Don't come near me. The 1974 film Claudine provided the most memorable role. She played a hard-bitten single mother of six who finds romance in Harlem with a garbage man played by James Earl Jones. In the 1980s, she appeared in the long-running prime-time soap opera Dynasty for 3 years. More recently, she had a number of guest shots and small roles in TV series, including playing the mother of Isaiah Washington's character, Dr. Preston Burke, on Grey's Anatomy. She also returned to her roots in nightclubs. In 2006, she made her first club appearance in New York in 4 decades, singing at Feinstein's at the Regency. Reviewing the return engagement in 2007, a New York Times critic wrote that she sang both sides now, with the reflective tone of a woman who has survived many severe storms and remembers every lightning flash and thunderclap. A lot of y'all know she played Dominique Devereaux on Dynasty, for those of y'all who remember. Diahann Carroll Johnson was born in New York City and attended the High School of the Performing Arts. Her father was a subway conductor and her mother a homemaker. She began her career as a model, but a prize from Arthur Godfrey's Talent Scouts TV show led to nightclub engagements. In her 1998 memoir, Diahann Carroll traced her turbulent romantic life, which included liaisons with Harry Belafonte, Duke Ellington, Miles Davis, Sammy Davis Jr., Sidney Poitier, and David Frost. She even became engaged to Frost, but the engagement was canceled. An early marriage to nightclub owner Monte K resulted in Carroll's only child, Suzanne, was as well ended in a divorce. She also divorced her second husband, retail executive Freddie Glucksman, later marrying magazine editor Robert D. Leon, who died. Her most celebrated marriage was in 1997 to singer Vic Damone, and the two appeared together in nightclubs, but they separated in 1991 and divorced several years later. Wow. Yep. After she was treated for breast cancer in 1998, she spoke out for more money, for research, and for free screening women who couldn't afford mammograms. We all look forward to the day that mastectomy, chemotherapy, and radiation are considered barbaric, Carroll told the gathering in 2000. Wow.
And again, Carol lives to mourn her daughter, Suzanne. My girl, class act, super beautiful, fine and gorgeous, brilliant, revered and regal black woman, Diahann Carroll. Rest in peace, my sister. Rest in peace.